Ange Postecoglu's Tottenham Hotspur have started the season with a mixed bag of results, but the underlying numbers show promising progress under his guidance. In his second year in charge, Postecoglou has made several tactical tweaks that have benefited the team and suited the personnel in his rotations. Spurs now play with a greater balance, combining their attacking flair with more organized defensive structure, and these adjustments are helping the squad grow as they aim for more consistent performances moving forward. Here's how you can recreate Postecoglou's tactics in FC25. Tottenham Hotspur have made the permanent switch to the 4-3-3 system. Postecoglou's aim of adding in a secondary playmaker in the midfield is definitely aiding with the attacking outlet of the side. The front three for Spurs have definitely benefited from the attacking outlet generated from the central areas of the pitch. So when Tottenham are attacking higher up the field, you will see the backline press higher up the pitch in order to try and suffocate the opposition in their own half. You will also see the likes of Udogie as well as Porro inverting into the midfield zones, with Porro looking to get slightly further forward and add to the attacking outlets higher up the pitch, with Udogie inverting alongside the DM and sometimes even progressing higher up the pitch in order to add to the attacking outlets of the side. When Spurs are attacking in that final third area, you will see a back three formulate, having at least one of Udogie or Bentancur staying back and looking to screen just in front of the back line in order to try and protect Spurs against the potential transitions that they might face against the opposition. The team tactics for Postecoglou's side will have a build-up style set to short passing. It has become a common feature in modern football that the managers do require their teams to be able to build their attacks from the backline regions, having a common composed goalkeeper to find those shorter passes into the defensive players who will then look to progress the ball further forward and higher up the pitch. The backline players are very comfortable on the ball, and you will see the likes of Romero as well as Van de Ven and even the two fullbacks showing for passes in that first phase of the build-up play, also being aided by two of the midfield players just in front of them. The likes of Maddison as well as Bentancur will often look to drop into those deeper zones, collect the ball in that first phase of the build-up play, and then look to initiate the offense from those deeper spaces of the field. With the added technical capabilities in the central areas of the pitch, you will see the forward line of Spurs look to mainly focus on the attacking outlet that they can produce. The likes of Brennan Johnson and Son attacking from those wider zones, with Solanke looking to link the play between the two. The defensive approach should be set to aggressive, with the line height being set to 95. As the backline for Postecoglou's side do look to press aggressively higher up the pitch, looking to suffocate and restrict the attacking space for the opposition. This line height will aid with the pressing structure that Spurs will look to initiate against the opposition, either looking to win the ball in the first line or second line of the aggressive press. Under the likes of Ange Postecoglou, Tottenham have become a very good on-the-ball, dominant, possession-based side that will always look to protect possession against the opposition. And therefore, adding in the likes of Dejan Kulusevski into the midfield allows Tottenham to successfully exploit the central areas by adding more physicality, but also more attacking flair and intent. Moving on now to the individual player roles, and we'll start off at the front with the striker in Donovan Solanke, who will be set to the role of target forward, with the focus being set to balanced. This role will allow the likes of Solanke to drop off the backline at times, hold of the play, and link it up very effectively with the surrounding players. That is one of Solanke's key contributing factors to this side so far, his ability to frequently drop into the midfield zones and link up the play with a Maddison or a Kulusevski and allow the likes of Son as well as Johnson to function and operate in those wider zones. And even with Solanke dropping into the midfield, it will still allow him to effectively be that focal point in the attack, especially with his positioning in the opposition's box. You will consistently see him being the focal point in the box, looking to either get on the end of a cross or a cutback opportunity presented to him by one of the wide attackers. Onto your right winger, and Brennan Johnson will be set to the role of winger, with the focus being set to balanced. This allows for Johnson to operate up and down that right-hand touchline, looking to whip in crosses or cutback opportunities into the box for the striker or potentially the likes of Son. Johnson's speed has been a consistent positive for Postecoglou's side, looking to break him behind and exploit the opposition from that right-hand flank. Whereas for the left-hand side, Son will have the role of inside forward, with the focus being set to attack. You will see the left winger start their attacks from that wider left space before moving inside and combining passing sequences with the likes of Maddison or Solanke. This role will see the likes of Son present attacking movements in the box for the other forward players. The left central midfielder in James Maddison will be set to the role of playmaker, with the focus being set to roaming. This will allow Maddison to drift into those wider zones and combine with the likes of Son in the wider areas of the pitch, or potentially drift centrally and allow him to exchange passes and passing sequences with the midfield players. Maddison's role under Postecoglou has been very fluid, with The likes of Ange wanting Maddison to drop deep at times and help assist with that build-up play in that first phase, or potentially be in and around that final third area looking to pull the strings and help unlock the opposition's backline regions. Whereas Kulusevski, positioned as that right central midfielder, he'll be set to the role of playmaker, but with the focus being set to attack, and this will see him being a bit more of the attacking spark in the side, looking to play slightly higher up the pitch and link the play between Johnson, Solanke and the rest of the midfield players. Kulusevski is a powerful runner with the ball and can often look to hold off the opposition defender before looking to lay off a pass either into the possession of one of the attackers or just look to retain possession higher up the pitch. He'll also be very involved in the rotational play on the edge of the box, looking to successfully facilitate and unlock the opposition's backline. Now at the base of the midfield will be the likes of Benson Kerr deployed in that defensive midfield position, and for his role he'll be set to deep lying playmaker with the focus being set to roaming. Spurs will often look to overload and overwhelm the opposition in that final third area, and that means that either the likes of Udogie or Bentancur can join up with the attacking outlets higher up the pitch from time to time. Now with this role in play, you will see the likes of Bentancur staying quite deep at times, but also looking to, on the odd occasion, get higher up the pitch and add to the attacking outlet, whether that's a shot from the edge of the box or just simply looking to add to the rotational play on the edge of the area. The defensive midfielder is one of the key contributors to that first phase of the build-up play, looking to drop quite deep and into the pockets of space, showing for the passes from either a centre-back or the goalkeeper, and then looking to initiate the rest of the attack and generate that attacking platform for the rest of the side to build up off of. The right back in Pedro Porro will be set to the role of false back with the focus being set to balanced. This will see the Spaniard looking to invert into the midfield zones and interchange passing sequences with those central regions of the pitch. He will be very involved in the attacking outlet, looking to provide underlapping runs for the right winger and open up a lot more space for the other attackers in and around him. We have seen Porro under the likes of Ange Postecoglou deliver a killer cross into the box or potentially deliver cutback opportunities into the strikers. Porro is seen as an attacking right back, and in this role under Ange Postecoglou, he has been able to get the best out of his abilities, whether that's going forward and attacking or looking to defend down that right-hand space. So for the left back in Destiny Udogie, he'll have a slight tweak. His role will be set to false back, but with the focus now being set to defend. As I've already mentioned, Postecoglou has made a tactical tweak, making sure that at least 3 players are back and looking to defend against the potential transitions that Spurs might face. And that will be left up to Udogie or Bentancur to help screen the back line. Now you will see Udogie breaking forward and attacking and creating those underlapping runs down the left-hand space, looking to add to the attacking outlets of the side or potentially invert and stay quite deep at times, looking to help protect against the transitions. This will make sure that Spurs' left-hand side is locked down quite effectively by the young left-back. And when Udogie is potentially out of position, the likes of Van de Ven will look to successfully cover in those wider zones. His role will be set to defender with the focus being set to balanced. You do want the likes of Van de Ven using his pace to try and protect Spurs when they are playing this high line. He'll often look to break up any potential through ball attacks initiated from the opposition. Van de Ven has also proven that he is excellent at defending the wider spaces of the field, so if Udogie is out of position, you will see him successfully look to drift into those wider zones, pick up the man, and potentially go ahead and try and break down the opposition attack. Whereas the right centre-back in Romero will be set to the role of stopper with the focus being set to balanced. He is a no-nonsense, very aggressive and physical centre-back when looking to impose himself on the opposition attack. You'll often see the likes of Romero stepping forward and engaging, looking to break up the play and then pass the ball further forward and restore possession back in Spurs' favour. Both of these centre-backs are very calm and composed on the ball, looking to find those quick passes either into the midfield zones or out wide to the wingers or the fullbacks. They are both competent enough to receive a pass under pressure from the likes of Vicario and then play that ball further forward. And speaking of the goalkeeper in Vicario, and he'll be set to the role of sweeper keeper with the focus being set to balanced. Just like with Van de Ven, Vicario will also look to try and protect against Spurs' high line, looking to try and sweep up and break up any potential transition through balls played in behind that area of the pitch. Vicario has proven to be a very good shot-stopping goalkeeper, looking to stay on his line at times and often come out on top in the 1v1 situations against the opposition. But of course, the most important feature for Ange Postecoglou's system is having a ball-playing goalkeeper, a person that can play under the press and the pressure from the opposition, finding those quick short passes either into one of the defenders or one of the midfielders, or potentially looking to ping one of those longer passes further forward and look to potentially start a transition counter-attack. So when in possession of the ball, this is more or less the shape and structure that Postecoglou's Spurs side will look to take up. The likes of Solanke looking to hold down those central areas of the field, looking to link up the play, and often being a wall for the other players to try and bounce the ball off of. He is very good at being able to drop off the back line, link up the play, or potentially be that focal point in the attack and being the linchpin in and around those attacking zones. The likes of Son will have a slightly more inverted role, looking to attack from that left-hand space, breaking in behind, creating a cutback opportunity for the attackers, or maybe looking to pop off a shot for himself. Whereas for Johnson, you will see him often looking to hug the right touchline. Now, this will still allow him to make those central attacking runs into the box, but you want him trying to generate as much central space as possible for your midfielders. And speaking of which, the likes of Kulusevski as well as Maddison, they'll be looking to pull the strings and operate higher up the pitch at times, looking to help successfully unlock the opposition's backline regions. But you will see them formulate successful partnerships with their wingers. The likes of Maddison and Son, you will see a good combination play occur between them down that left-hand touchline, whereas the likes of Kulusevski will frequently look to combine with Johnson down that right-hand space. Now into the deeper midfield zones, and you will see the likes of Bentancur looking to screen just in front of that backline region, looking to help break up the play, but also from time to time progressing higher up the field and looking to interchange passing sequences in that final third area. He will no doubt be joined by the likes of Pedro Porro as well as Udogie in looking to help defend in those central areas of the pitch, whilst also adding to the attacking outlets for the side. And then of course the rest of your backline will consist of Van de Ven as well as Romero in looking to be the no-nonsense defenders, breaking up the play, rotating the ball back into possession of Spurs' favour, whilst also looking to defend the wider spaces very effectively. So for the Spurs assignment, the captain will be the likes of Son, and if he is off the field, it can be either Romero, and I have seen Maddison also take up the armband. Now for the free kicks, Maddison will be in charge of taking all of them, the long ones and the short ones, and you could even say the same thing for the corner kicks. Maddison is a very good corner kick specialist, but the likes of Kulusevski has also stepped up from time to time, delivering set pieces from those wider zones of the pitch. The penalties will be left up to Son as well, and if he is off the pitch, it could be the likes of Solanke taking a penalty, maybe even a Brennan Johnson or a Kulusevski, or maybe even a Maddison. And then finally, the three most important players for those corner kicks should be Solanke as the target player, Romero, he could also switch between being the target player and the player to make those near post runs, and then of course at the back post is going to be the likes of Van de Ven, using the physicality of all three of these players to be the tiring forces in that central area of the box, looking to tire in from those corner kicks or those long whips and crosses into that attacking zone. And there we go, people. That is how I would successfully go ahead and replicate and recreate Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham Hotspur tactics for FC25. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't mind smashing that like button down below whilst also subscribing, and if you would like to join up with the Brom Squad Gaming Discord server, that would be appreciated as well. We chat everything real life football, we chat everything FC25, we share career modes and stuff that's happening in those career modes, and we also share tactics on the Discord server. So if you're interested, the link for that will be down below in the description. Anyways, we are going to hop on into some gameplay where we will discuss these tactics in further detail. Okay, people, West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur and Postecoglou's side. I can only see this going one way, a Spurs dub. Likes of Kudus, he's looking to whip in a ball, and it's a great shot fired in. Oh my goodness me. Souček could have opened the scoring 3 minutes in. Kulusevski finds a great ball into Son. Son, byline, cut back. Johnson's there. A great ball over the top from Kulusevski. Finds Son. Son provides the cutback. It's all there on a platter. Maddison sets to take it, of course. The corner kick taker. And Solanke was almost there to put it in the back of the net. Just rotating the ball out wide into Bentancur. Bentancur, back post. Oh my goodness me. Can Spurs defense hold up here? It has done so perfectly. Into Solanke. Solanke takes a great touch, and he's missed the mark. Oh my goodness me. And Udogie gets sent to the shops. Bowen does a great back post, whipped in efforts, and that will be offside. Okay, well, Mikel Antonio proving to be a great danger in the box, but Romero was there to clear it, yes, but he was also slightly offside. That second goal is a definite requirement. They've gone with an outside of the effort shot, but Vicario is there yet again. Pressing and probing. We've won the ball back, and we can look to transition. It is a 2-on-1 situation opportunity. Squares it, puts it in the back of the net. That time, Solanke is clinical. He's going to do his little pose, his little dance. Good win yet again. Solanke, he's been played in. Little ball roll. Son, he's screaming for the pass. Solanke links it up perfectly on his right foot. And just like that, it's 3. We're doing the celebration. Well done, Son, you absolute gem. And Solanke with the link-up play as well. A great ball over the top into Udogie. Udogie, he's going to look to square it, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka recovers just in time. And as you'll see here, look at this. Van de Ven covering the wider zone. covering against Bowen. Van de Ven is quick, mates. You better be fast if you're going to try and beat Van de Ven. Or Romero in the air. Good ball in from Madison into Son. Son against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Oh, and it's dealt with. We're piling on the pressure, though. Madison this time. Johnson wins the aerial duel, and it will be cleared away at half-time. 3-0. Absolutely sensational, scintillating football played under Ange Postecoglou. Okay, so the halftime stats read that we have got around 54% possession. I would have expected it to be a bit higher, so that will be something that we are going to focus on in the second half. But an expected goals of 3.4. The quality of chances, we've created 5 shots, we've created 5 goal-scoring opportunities, and they have been high-quality goal-scoring opportunities. Solanke should possibly have 2 goals. He missed a sitter, but he did score the second one. He also got an assist for Son. It's been simply sensational. Our build-up play from the backline regions has been fantastic. The centre-backs have been pulling the strings, the likes of Udogie and Porro inverting into the midfield zones. You can see that West Ham are being overloaded and overrun in those central zones, whilst also on the edge of their box. They don't have to pick up the likes of Son or Udogie on the left-hand side, or even Madison, as a matter of fact. And down the right-hand side, Kulusevski, Johnson, and Porro are running riots. So a lot of our possession has been maintained in those deeper zones, looking to invite the press and the pressure from West Ham, looking to coax them into a false sense of security before playing through their press, and then looking to advance and transition into the attacking third of the field. A lot of the West Ham attacks have been generated from those wider zones, which is quite perfect, to be fair. They are looking to try and exploit the likes of Porro and Udogie when they do invert into the central zones, but the likes of Van de Ven as well as Romero have been so good at being able to sweep up and protect in those wider zones, or potentially just deal with the crosses that have been fizzed into the box. The mighty Tottenham Hotspur, 3-0 up. There will be no bottle today.
A few moments later.
That's a pen. He's given away a pen. But Lucas Paquetá, has he put a bet on to score a penalty? Yes, you can clearly see he was very intent on putting that ball in the back of the net. Uh-oh, Van de Ven. Look at that. Look at that recovery pace from Van de Ven. He is just so good, man. Romero's looking to engage here. Pedro Porro's there. He's put off Mikel Antonio, and I must say, West Ham's attacking intent has elevated. Solanke, he is looking for Son, just in behind. Son, can he create something? Near post blast. Oh, that is filth. That is pure, utter dominance. That is pure, utter filth. Son's doing the little celebration again. It's outrageous, that near post blast. Areola, hang your head in shame. If you're a goalkeeper being beaten from that angle, it's time to hang up the gloves, mate. Solanke this time into Brennan Johnson, who has made that run in behind. He's going to have to take the shot on himself. We've got Romero. He's trying to cover the space without leaving too much in behind. I've done a bad job there. I have done. That is on me. I tried to make sure that Mikel Antonio wasn't just immediately in on goal there. Emerson this time, he's set to take it. It's wrapped, bruv. It's wrapped. There we go. Up the field, into possession, and we have a 4-2 win over West Ham. Very good passing sequences and passages of play. West Ham did effectively try and exploit the high line. They were trying to play those longer balls in behind. They were trying to play through our press at times. Sometimes it worked, other times not so much. We were able to win the ball back higher up the field and transition very effectively. Son with 2 goals, Solanke with 2 assists for those 2 goals. And Solanke was very, very good in the middle of the pitch. Okay, so the second half match stats read that we had around 56% possession. So our second half stats did elevate. Expected goals around 3.7. So that didn't really go crazy and explode in the second half like we had thought. We only really had 2 shots in the second half. So we should have done a bit better with our attacking outlet. But the passes, 136 passes. All that build-up play from the back was quite successful. Very rarely were we caught out in the midfield zones with those passes. Tackles 17-7. West Ham, they weren't that great with trying to defend against what Spurs were trying to, initiate with their attacks. And the tackles won 10-3. They were very good in the passing lanes, however, with 11 interceptions. So anyways, you guys will have to let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts and opinions are of Ange Postecoglou's Spurs 4-3-3 tactics. Anyways, until the next time, until the next one, I hope you have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace.